as a friend way as he's been with someone for 9 years. But I think Sandoval, honestly, and Schwartzy are really unbothered because I think Tom Sandoval was way, way, way over it, is what I gathered.
I think so. I mean, I love your soundbite that you just shared with us of, if you're going to cheat, be honest about it. So that's advice from Sarah Fraser here today. Guys, if you're going to cheat, go ahead and cheat, but then be honest about the cheating. So thank you for that life advice, Sarah Fraser.
Yes, because you know what? Nobody wants to find out through a phone. It sucks. It's happened to me. I've unfortunately done it to other people. It's terrible either way, right? But at least if the person has the balls or the ovaries to say to your face, you know what, I fucked up and I've hurt you and I don't know where we go from here. At least you're going to respect them more than finding a fucking video of somebody diddling their twat, sending it to your man. You're not going to be happy about that.
And I don't think, I don't think this is like the, Jax and Stassi, although that's a bad example because they ain't friends anymore. I don't think Ariana and Tom will be. I mean, that's great that he loves her and maybe as a friend, but I don't think Tom Sandoval, this is a friendship which is going to be repaired. I think the nail is actually in this coffin, FYI.
Agreed.
I agree with you. I mean, listen, first of all, I agree. I mean, I've never had an interview there's plenty of guests I have on here that I have no interest in. This is a job. I get pitched people all the time. I say yes to people that are on brand. There are people I have on this podcast to interview that I don't even know some of them who they are. And then you look them up and you're like, oh shit, this person is big in that world. And then you got to do the fucking research, man. And it's not fun. The research is not fun. I don't like it. It takes hours.
A lot of work.
Yes. I agree. You should probably do the research, Howie. I agree. It was a brilliant move by Tom to go on. I mean, how, and I'm sure the publicists and everybody was involved and they're like, because there's no other reason why it would be Howie Mandel. There's just no other reason. The publicist is probably like, listen, you go on David and Sarah's show, it's a lion's den. Let's break your chops and let's get the feel for how the scandal is going to be as you do your interviews. Plug the target, plug the live shows. There's a reason you're going, got to plug it, but let's break now. So I agree. I think he went there just because it was easy. Now I have bad news for everybody who, yes, Bravo is up. Listen, Deandra Simmons was the first time I heard of the ding when she was on my show and she said she got dinged $7,000. I forgot why, but Deandra Simmons had to pay $7,000. I think it was for something her and Mama D did. They did some interview without permission. Kelly Dodd on my show famously revealed that she got dinged $30,000. It's in the contract, baby.
Wow.
Kelly got charged $30,000 for Drunk Wives Matter. The hat. She revealed it on my show. It went viral, girl. Go Google it. Behind the Velvet Rope and Kelly Dodd. So
I remember that.
You do get dinged. It is in the contract. It's tied to money. You do an interview to listen. Don't even get me started about they sign you up at Bravo. They want to give you no money. And then they say no to all your interviews. So they control the narrative of your life. And when you're like, I actually don't agree with what's being shown on the TV or this, I actually am going to do an interview and speak and clear my truth. Then you get dinged thousands of dollars if you don't behave. Ding, 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 tisk, tisk, tisk. These Bravo, let me tell you something. I work with Netflix. I work with MTV. I work with Fox. I work with all these networks.
Mm-hmm.
My most unpleasant experience is with the Bravo network. I hate to say it. I hate to come out against a whole network because now I'll be banished to but I no one controls me. They're tough. They're the worst network to deal with. And I'll go on record of saying that. I don't like it. So I think
you think he'll be fined?
Well, I think he might get dinged, but I think all these people, because I understand you all, Erica Jane's fired, she's dishonest, fired, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Erica's not fired. Here we are 2 seasons later with Erica Jane. I stand by. You didn't get Lisa Rinna fired. I stand by it. The fans didn't get her fired. She got fired because the show needed to change. I hate to break it to everyone. Tom Sandoval is not going to be fired. We've all seen that in print now. It's not going to happen. Yes, I think Bravo's very mad. Yes, I do think there's probably a ding with a financial tisk, tisk, tisk. Andy's mad. I mean, maybe. I do. I mean, if Deandra Simmons is charged $7,000 for whatever the fuck she did that no one gives a fuck about, yeah, I think he probably had a tisk, tisk, tisk. I know MJ has told me before that she got fined something. A little
Look,
bit.
I'm sure he's fine, and I'm sure they gave him a phone call. But if I were Sandoval, I wouldn't give a shit. You know,
Oh yeah.
he's got job insurance. They aren't going to can him. Nobody is going to tune in less to Vanderpump Rules reunion because of this, because he's going to be confronted by his peers and the chica he was hooking up with. So, I mean, everyone is going to be curious because it's going to be so odd to have them all in the room. You know, yes, I'm
This
sure
didn't
producers
ruin
were
the
like, you
reunion.
weren't. No, it didn't at all. This didn't ruin any popularity for Andy. If I were Sandoval, I would have done it too. Like, fuck it. Give me a $50,000 hit. He's going to make it up on the back end, of interest in his concerts. And I'm sorry, I think Schwartz and Sandy's is going to do very, very well, because even out of curiosity, people are going to go there. The chance of seeing Tom, that they can yell at him or whatever, people are going to go there. I
Schwartzy is
think
there. I mean, he
that
wasn't there the night I was there because he was there. But Schwartzy does bop around the premises. Listen, I told you, we already did our review on Schwartz and Sandy's. There was screeching gales outside, taking their picture under the sign. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Schwartz and Sandy's is going to be hurt, and it's going to be helped. And like I said, I gave it a good review. For everyone who thinks I don't say anything positive, I give a good review to Schwartz and Sandy's. I don't blame him for doing it either. I think he will be dinged, but he's not going to be fired. So I think that is just wishful thinking. Raquel is not being fired. Nobody is being fired from this show, and if they are, it is the others people that have behaved and followed the rules. What about Raquel? We have some conflicting reports here. They say she checked into, a mental facility, and now we learn that it's a spa and Tom might be joining her. That all happens. Look, I mean, I don't know. At this point, to me, it's like, if this is a PR move, why even bother? Like, what does it even matter at this point? Again, they're not going to be fired. Like, so I mean, I don't even think there is a lot of PR going on, because people are like, it's a PR move. I mean, is it? Didn't our PR put that out? Does anyone even care? Does anyone care whether it's, I don't know. Listen, I do think that, I mean, Stassi, we have our friend Stassi Schroeder's come out and said, she thinks Katie and Lala and Sheena have been mean girls, and she thinks they've been a little too ruthless with speaking on podcasts and everything towards Raquel. Stassi has said this. What do you think of all that? I mean,
I don't think they've been too ruthless. I mean,
no.
this is somebody, well, it's hard to say, right? Because are these all, and you know this better than I do, right? But like Real Housewives of Potomac, for the most part, a lot of those women are just reality friends, meaning they really were never friends in real life. Like, okay, let's think of who was obviously Giselle and Robin were legitimate friends. And I do think they knew Ashley Darby. Ashley, our girl Candy Gal knew none of them. Candy Gal reached out to producers. She said that on my show, probably on when we were together with her. She saw the show and she knew she was going to be on it. And that's how she was cast. She knew nobody.